So while the head of your document stores all the functional information that is largely invisible, the body is where all of your visible content is going to go. So to complete the basic structure of our HTML file here, the very first thing we want to do is add a body tag. Now you have to remember that the body tag is not nested inside the head tag or element because it is a sibling of the head tag, meaning it is on equal level with it, but it just comes after the head tag. So I'm going to add the body tag right here, okay? And then after the body tag, I have just hit the return key so that I can close the body tag. Here is the closing tag. Now, right after the body tag, the starting body tag, I'm going to add some text just below the body tag line. Let's say Gahul. All right. Now, if I save this and preview it in a browser, you can see that the only thing that reads on the page there is just the page content, which is Gahul. Now, it's really not formatted in any specific way, and I want to be clear about this. Now, CSS basically it just controls the styling and formatting of the contents of our page. But let's say that if you're not using CSS at the moment, then we just have to get the browser's default rendering, which in this case, the Chrome browser decided to put Gahul in just a simple text form. All right. Now to give this text a more meaningful way, I'm going to add a paragraph text around it. So I'll go back to my code editor, and over here, I'll just cut it and add a paragraph with just the letter P and paste this text inside the paragraph tag. And now if I want to see the result, refresh, it looks like this. Now you can see that the text was right here up here before, and now it's a little bit beneath. So the reason of that is now my text has a more meaningful way because it is rendered inside a paragraph right now on the browser. So if I go back to my code editor and let's say that I add some more information, let's say Gahul is a wonderful learning platform. All right. And if I type something lorem, hit tab, I have some more text. Now if I see the result, refresh it, it looks like this. Okay. Now there are tons of different things that you can do to the content you add on the page. All right. So for example, if I want to make some word a little bit emphasized or bolder, so I'm just going to go back to my code editor. And let's say Gahul, I'm talking about Gahul, so I want to make Gahul a little bit bold. So I'm just going to add bold B, all right? And just going to cut Gahul and paste it inside or in between my bold opening and closing tags. Save it and run it to see. There we go. So Gahul is right now, it's a bit bold than the rest of the text. Now let's say to make my page content a bit more meaningful, I'm just going to go to my code editor and add a heading before my paragraph and name it H1. All right, H1 stands for level 1 heading. So let's say important info. All right, that's the name of the heading. All right, so if I just save it and see in the browser, refresh, there we go. So now I have a level 1 heading along with a paragraph. Okay, and in that specific paragraph, I have one word that is highlighted in bold. So just like I said, that we can do a tons of things by using all kinds of elements that are present and that represents visual elements on the page. So regardless how simple or how complex your sites are going to end up being, this important structure, this foundation, the head and the body tags are always going to be the starting point of any of your documents. So this is whatever we have covered in this video is just a very basic of what we can include inside the body tag. We're going to cover a lot of things later in the videos, but just to give you an idea step by step that it's always important to know the foundations and then jump on to important and complex concepts. So I'll see you in the next videos. Keep learning and of course keep practicing.